Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Motivational Success Stories, the place where we uncover the world's most inspiring journeys of extraordinary individuals who have forever changed the game. Today, I want to share a story that might just make you pause and ask yourself, if someone with dyslexia, with no college degree and a string of failures, can build a billion-dollar empire, then why can't I? That's right. Today's episode is about Richard Branson. Where did the Virgin Empire begin? Starting from zero, the dreamy, unconventional young man. Just imagine, it's the 1960s. You're a young guy in England. The world keeps telling you that you'll never make it. But deep down, you keep asking yourself, why can't I? Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, perfectly embodies the spirit of anything is possible. But his beginnings may surprise you. No wealthy background, no fancy degrees, and a battle with dyslexia that made reading and learning unbelievably hard. Branson once said, "If somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes. Then learn how to do it later." That single motto became his life philosophy. Virgin, a name symbolizing new beginnings. Do you know why Branson chose the name Virgin for his empire? It all started when he and his co-founders were absolute rookies, total newcomers with zero experience. They joked about being virgins in the business world, and the name just stuck. Who could have predicted that this quirky choice would one day become a global icon? An entrepreneurial journey that began with a student magazine. At 16, Richard Branson launched Student Magazine with almost no money. This was 1966, and his first goal was simply to give students a voice to challenge unfairness and speak their mind. Remember the first time you did something big and bold? Sometimes, things born from passion and purpose become stepping stones to greatness. Branson famously said, "Business opportunities are like buses. There's always another one coming." After the magazine, Branson quickly noticed youth's hunger for fresh music and new bands. He transformed a recording studio into a small record shop called Virgin, and that became the seed for the legendary Virgin Records label. The first hard lesson: mistakes are necessary. Here's something you might not know. Branson's early journey wasn't all smooth sailing. He was once arrested for tax evasion in his 20s, forced to borrow money from his mother to pay off fines. Everyone makes mistakes, right? Branson insists the critical thing is to not fear failure. It's natural and even necessary for success. He often asked his team, "What's the worst that could happen?" Most of the time, our fear is just in our imagination. A unique vision. Virgin Records and giving underdogs a shot. Virgin Records was a major turning point. At the time, big record labels only signed established, safe stars. Branson chose to seek out the weird and wonderful, like Mike Oldfield, who went on to deliver the smash hit Tubular Bells. Branson shared, "There is no greater thing you can do with your life and your work than follow your passions in a way that serves the world and you." Virgin Records took off and left its mark. Ever heard of Sex Pistols? Back then, they were so controversial, nobody wanted to sign them, except Branson. That bold move established Virgin as a leader in the new wave of music. The power of thinking differently, a rebel with a cause. Why did Branson keep diving into uncharted industries, from music to aviation to banking to even space? The answer: pure curiosity and a love of challenging the status quo. Branson's take: if you aren't doing something different, you're always second best. For example, the origin of Virgin Atlantic. In those days, airlines like British Airways dominated. Branson didn't set out to start an airline. He just wanted to charter a plane for friends after getting bumped from a flight. Then the idea hit. If I can do it better, why not launch a company? So Virgin Atlantic was born, just a small experiment at first, but it soon became a game changer. Branson put it perfectly: you don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. Embracing the seemingly impossible, Branson isn't the stay-in-the-office billionaire. He's hands-on and loves pushing his own limits, setting ballooning records, sailing across the Atlantic in stormy weather, all to prove that impossible is just a word if you never quit. Virgin, a multi-industry empire built on a rebel brand. Today, Virgin Group is over 400 companies strong, stretching from music, travel, and finance to health, and even space flights through Virgin Galactic. What sets Virgin apart? Two things: outstanding customer service that always outshines the competition, and a contagious spirit that empowers every staff member to innovate. This is Branson's secret formula to success. Branson's key to business: putting people first. We all hear stories about companies who forget the human factor, chasing profits over people. Not Branson. His view: clients do not come first. Employees come first. If you take care of your employees, they will take care of the clients. That's why the Virgin workplace is famous for fun, openness, and inspiring creativity. I believe, wherever you are in the world, if you want lasting growth, this is the foundational truth. Failures and the power of getting back up. Many people only see Virgin's dazzling success, missing the epic fails along the way. Virgin Cola fizzled against Coke. Virgin Brides, a wedding venture, vanished. Virgin megastores were swallowed up by digital music. But after every failure, Branson called it the cost of learning. He never gave up, always ready to jump into new fields. That perseverance, the ability to treat setbacks as valuable, makes him the legend he is. He often said, "Do not be embarrassed by your failures. Learn from them and start again." A beacon for new generations today, Richard Branson isn't just a legendary entrepreneur. He's also a philanthropist, an adventurer, a storyteller who speaks directly to young dreamers worldwide. His message is constant: work hard, live passionately, let yourself stumble, but always keep moving forward, fueled by passion and ever-renewed curiosity. If you're afraid to take that first leap, think of young Branson, dyslexic, doubted, with nothing but heart and courage. If you fear failure, just ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Usually, it's never as bad as our minds make it out to be. Just get back up and keep going. The American Dream and why Branson's story matters. In the U.S., the spirit of entrepreneurship isn't new. From the earliest days, Americans have been pioneers, bold, willing to challenge the status quo, treating failure as a loyal companion, and always burning with the never-give-up mindset. Though Branson hails from England, so many of his values echo the American spirit: independence, questioning old ways, and believing that failure is a stepping stone. That's why Virgin Group always invests heavily in the U.S., a nation of young people ready for innovation and out-of-the-box ideas. The Virgin mindset. The courage to ask, why not? So I want to ask especially our young listeners, are you hesitating over a crazy idea because no one has tried it yet, or you're afraid you'll be laughed at? Stop and ask, why not? Branson started that way, daring to dream, to try, to fail, and to start over. We live in an age where the wildest ideas can become reality overnight. If you have enough passion, grit, and the ability to inspire others to believe and join your journey. Some of Richard Branson's most inspirational quotes. 1. Screw it. Let's do it. Sometimes thinking too much holds you back. The bravest action is just to jump in, right? 2. Every risk is worth taking as long as it's for a good cause and contributes to a good life. 3. The best way of learning about anything is by doing. A personal note. From me, your storyteller. Working in creativity and motivation, I've always been captivated by the way Branson shatters limits. Whenever I'm facing challenges, I reread his quotes or watch his interviews, and immediately I'm reminded, you don't need to be a genius or rich or have fancy degrees. You just need to be passionate, unafraid of setbacks, and never lose your wonder for the world. I've also realized the only thing standing between us and success is fear of failure. But if you look at Branson's journey, you see that failure is precious. It teaches you to take one step back so you can leap 3 steps forward the next time. Dear friend, if you're watching this and asking, could someone like me, just an ordinary person, do something big? Just remember Richard Branson's journey and the Virgin Empire. Don't let fear squeeze the life out of your dreams. Start small, a bold idea, a daring decision, one single new action. Maybe you won't build a Virgin overnight, but who knows? You just might be the inspiration for the next great story or the architect of your own empire. Believe this: anyone can start again any day with a passionate heart and a curious spirit. If not you, then who? Thanks for staying with me till the end of today's episode from Motivational Success Stories. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more, and share this with friends who could use a little more motivation. Drop us a comment below saying, "I dare to act," and let's keep this amazing community thriving. See you in the next story from Motivational Success Stories. Wishing you an energetic day and an incredible journey to extraordinary success.